Hello, fourth graders. Happy Wednesday. Bochi wants to go, so say hello, and now you may go. You are excused, or you can stay right here. Look at that. You can stay. I'd like for you to have your math spiral notebook or whatever you're using to take notes and your student book for today. So what we're going to start out with is tenths. So you're going to draw a line and your denominator is 10. Okay? The numerator up here, I want to make it half. So if this fraction is going to show me half, what number is going to go up here? 5. 5 tenths would show me half. Now if my denominator was 100, so if I had 100ths, my numerator up here would be half of 100, so that would be 50. So I want you to write this down. 5 tenths is equivalent to 5 100ths, which is equivalent to 1 half. Okay, moving on. Pause it if you need to write it down still. Okay. Oh, Bochi's gonna rest right here. Take a look. Oh. Okay, back to business. If we were adding tenths, so let's just say, for example, 4 tenths plus 2 tenths. Add across the top. 4 plus 2 is 6. You leave the denominator the same. 6 tenths. If I were to ask you if the sum was more or less or equal to 1 half, what would you say? More than 1 half. Okay. Now I'm going to do 100ths. So let's say 32 100ths plus, let's say 21 100ths. Again, you just add across the top and leave the denominator the same. So 30 plus 20 is 50. 2 plus 1 is 3. 53 100ths. And again, I would ask you, is it less than a half, equal to a half, or more than a half? And 53 is more than 50, so it's more than a half. Okay, I'm going to pause it and erase this. Back. So now let's say they were saying something tenths. We'll go 2 tenths. Write this down. I've got 2 tenths, and I needed to add something 100ths. So let's say, I'm blanking here, 18 100ths. What do you notice? Denominators are different. So we need to change this so they have the same denominator. Now, I can change the 2 tenths to match 100, but I can't change 18 to tenths. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say this is equal to something 100ths plus 18 100ths. So I have to change this to, since I changed the 10 to 100, I'm going to change this to, I'm going to attach a 0 because if this was hundredths, there'd be a 0 there. There'd also be a 0 up there. Okay, so this is going to be 20 100ths. And now you add across the top. 20 plus 18, you get 38 100ths, which is more, equal to, or less than 1 half. 38 is less than 50, so it's less than a half. Okay. Now, in your student book, you have a page that has some blanks. And if we were in the classroom, we would do these all together. Sorry, Bochi, this is his pillow. On this page, page 274, it gives you these blank spots. I'm going to help you fill those in, so it's a good thing you're watching this. Okay, so number 1, we're going to make it 5/10 plus 2/10. So for number 1, up here, you're going to put a 5 and a 2. Okay. For number 2, we're going to say 4/100ths plus 38/100ths. Okay. For number 3, we're going to have 2/10 plus 30/100ths. So there's an example where then you have to rewrite it with the common denominator. Number 4, we're going to have 18/100ths. Maybe where I got that. Plus 4/10. Okay, so all of yours should be filled in just like that. Where it's still blank down here is where you do the work of saying 2/10 plus 30/100ths is equal to how many 100ths plus 100ths. So you're just using these numbers here to fill in these numbers down here. Then you put your answer in that box, and then you fill in the bubble if it's equal to a half, greater than a half, or less than a half. And that's your math for today. So email me with any questions. Go to MobyMax if this was too quick and fast for you. And I'll talk to you soon. I miss you.